Hello guys, how y'all doing? So good to see ya. How y'all doing today? Looks a little dark in here. I think it's just, oh here, let's turn this on. Let me get my apron and get the comments pulled up and we'll get started today, guys. Hope y'all are doing well. Y'all come in, say hello. Hope everybody's having a great day. Who knows here? Is it like dark in here, y'all? Let me see if I can brighten that ring light. Seems a little dim today. Let's see here. Okay, that seems a little bit brighter. That looks brighter. Woo! There we go. Now we got light. How y'all doing today? So good to see you all. Who set stars already? Karen Young, thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Hey, Teresa Cherry. Hey, Jeanette Rice and Cindy and Joanne. How y'all doing? Hey, Diana. Hey, Aunt Susie. How you doing? So good to see you guys. Hope you are doing well. Woo! Okay, let me get my apron on and we'll get started. Guys, I am on Paint Pixie's page today. So if you haven't checked out Paint Pixie, please do so. They're amazing, amazing. I use them all the time, and I exclusively use their brushes. They're amazing. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Hey, Donna, so good to see you. Hey, Barbara, how are you? Hey, Dawn Ayers. Let me get the comments pulled up, and then I'll show you what we're going to be working on. She's got a fancy, dancy umbrella. She's got all kinds of things. But, guys, I picked this up in Oklahoma. It was the only thing that I got from a thrift store, except for the baby doll. Hey Sophie, how you doing? So I brought two things from a thrift store. A baby doll and Nancy here. That's what we're calling her, Nancy, because she's fancy dancy. Where are we? Hey Sharon, how you doing? So good to see you. Let me pull up Paint Pixie's page so I can read the comments on there. Hey Elaine, how you doing? Hey Laura, so good to see you. Hey Diane. Happy Monday, everybody. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? Hey, Ann, so good to see you. What are y'all getting into today? All right, so please do so. And Cindy Carroll, how you doing? I'm reading from Paint Pixie's page now. So, guys, look at this. We went to this amazing, amazing thrift store, and we found this little lady. She was a little grungy and a little beat up, but look at this. She's got an umbrella, too. I just thought that she was the neatest. So, I just kind of painted her white. We're going to start all over. We're going to paint her from scratch, but she's got this little umbrella that goes in her hand. She's real fancy, but everything's just solid white right now. Then I'll hold her up so you can see her. But isn't she beautiful? She looks like Mary Poppins a little bit. We're going to add a little bit of wood bend to the base, but I think she's so pretty. So color suggestions, anyone? I know I'm going to do the base gold. I was thinking about black and white because it's always classic, but what color should we go with? Red, blue, teal, purple, whatever y'all think. You know, we could do black, white, and gold. That's always nice. Hello, Juanita. How you doing? So good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Tanya. What'd you say? Getting night. I don't know what that says. They're going too fast. Let me scroll back up. How are you doing today? Oh, wow. I'm doing good, friend. Doing good. Hey, Connie Hall. Yeah, there's Roman, guys. If y'all haven't seen Roman, I have taken a lot of pictures. I'll be uploading those tomorrow. But here he is. He's going to be on his travels tomorrow. He came from Canada. So he's going to be going to his next... I've had him for like a week, a little over a week. Had them a little bit too long. Black, red, and gold. Ooh, girl, how did you know? Regina, I knew that was you because look at this. I had these laying out and I was like, ooh, we can use black, white, and red. And I love poppies, so let's do that. That sounds wonderful. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. I don't want to be on here too long today. Me and Stacy are going to meet up right after this and work on t-shirts. Hey, Petra, so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Michelle, how are you guys? I apologize in advance if I missed some comments. Juanita's trying to get over this. Oh, goodness, Fran. I'm sorry. I know how that goes. Everybody here has kind of had some kind of congestion. Hey, Carol, she says teal. Hey, Susan, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to paint her skin and her face and her umbrella. Now I'm going to do the umbrella check. I just went to the sparkle retreat, guys. Debbie Rigg made these little totes with a bag. It was like a tote bag. And then it had an umbrella, a little lady with the umbrella, and they checked the umbrella, and I thought they were so pretty. So I'm definitely going to check the umbrella, but good news is we already have a base coat of white. So it should go fairly quickly. Hello, Cheryl from Michigan. How you doing? Hey, Missy, so good to see ya. Hope everybody's having a great day. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So guys, she is kind of small, so I'm going to use a smaller brush. And to start out with, I'm going to use the turquoise star. The dogs are here, and Blake is here on his lunch break. So if y'all hear any background noise, I really apologize. So I'm going to go ahead and start painting her skin. And this is Dreamsicle. I always want to say creamsicle, but that's just the big kid inside of me, the chunky kid. Because it makes me, all their paints make me think of desserts. They're so delicious. Checked umbrella will be fun. I agree. Okay, so we'll do that. So this is Creamsicle, guys, not Dreamsicle. Creamsicle by Paint Pixie, but it's just a nice little pale pink. And we can add, I've got their red velvet cake, and I've got a little bit of the chocolate souffle as well. So we can add some browns and little tints of red in there to kind of highlight, low light, whatever we got to do. But she does have an umbrella bag, guys, and I think with the umbrella bag, I'm just going to paint that. If we go black, white, and red, y'all know that those are my married colors if I ever have a wedding. I want to have black, white, and red just because I think it's so classic. Red roses, red poppies, so beautiful. So we're just painting her this Dreamsicle. Or creamsicle, sorry, creamsicle. And I think that, see that's the color that it is. It's just a really pale pink. I don't know if y'all can see that. But I don't, see those ruffles on her shirt? I think that would be really pretty red. Like I've got the, what is it called? Crimson, I always forget this one. Crimson, it's a metallic red, so it'll look like red silk. So we'll make her have a little red silky blouse underneath her black and white jacket. And then she'll have the black and... Girl, she's going to be fancy. We didn't call her Nancy for nothing. And I think black hair, guys. I was debating on hair. And I was like purple, teal, blonde, red. You know, I went through all the colors. Brown. And then I was like, no, I think black with some highlights. Because she might have a little bit of age. You know, she's like me. She doesn't look very youthful. She's seen some things, it looks like. So she probably has a little bit of gray highlights in there as well. And then I'm gonna give her some real pretty eyes. I'm just painting her little face here. I'll hold it up in just a second, but I'm trying to get in all these little grooves. I'm gonna leave her eyes. We'll switch to a real small brush when it comes time to paint that. But right now I'm just using a little flat brush, and this is the star. That's what this brush is called, the star. But we might have to do a couple coats in some places. But this is just a nice base coat. So this is what we got so far. Ooh, hello, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Black hair will make her look elegant. Hey, I agree, Elaine. Hey, Maxine, so good to see you from North Carolina. I'm in Virginia, so you're not too far away. North Carolina border is about 15 minutes away from here, 15, 20. Not too far. So, okay, we got that painted pink. So, guys, I got a base coat of white, and I think I am going to just go ahead and do the red, the crimson. That sounds great to me. So this is the crimson, guys, and it dries shiny because it's a metallic paint. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that red. Ooh, that's a deep red, beautiful red. What are y'all seeing on Paint Pixie's page? Nothing. Y'all being quiet over there. Hey, Diana, how you doing? So good to see you. Carol's here. Hey, Carol. But yeah, guys, we're having a t-shirt sale on the 1st, which is what, Wednesday? So we have today and tomorrow to work on them. And Stacy's working on them right now. I said, save some for me, girlfriend. So I'm heading over to her house right after this. And we're gonna work on t-shirts this evening and tomorrow. But if you want any Happy Mail over the weekend, guys, that went out today. I'll try to keep up with that because it can get away from you. Isn't that if you don't? You used to live in Virginia Beach? Awesome. I'm in the mountains. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Hey, Mary Triplet. I'm really close to Tennessee, West Virginia. I'm in that little tip of Virginia, right there in the little corner. A little town called Galax. We got about 7,000 people. We just got our second Dollar Tree, guys. Woohoo! Moving on up. Moving on up. And we do have a Hobby Lobby here. I lived in Roanoke for about 14 years, and we didn't even have a Hobby Lobby there. Closest one was Christiansburg, which is about 45 minutes away. So I didn't frequent Hobby Lobby, but now that I have one in my town, I can't imagine that I wouldn't. Don't tell Blake. Hey Barbara, how you doing? But I try to be good when I'm in there. Y'all, mostly anything I buy from Hobby Lobby is on sale. I can't afford that full price. They can be a little expensive sometimes. So we're just painting this red, but I think I am going to decoupage those napkins. Guys, I got these over the weekend on Friday. They're so beautiful. I have purchased these in the past, but those were Happy Mail, but you can get them from Amazon, if I recall correctly. Amazon. You can't even get one decent Dollar Tree. Oh, Elaine, you coming to visit, just bring a U-Haul. You're in a cute little, oh, Linda has been here, yes. It's a cute little town. We were actually rated in the top 100 best little towns with Southern Living magazine this year. I thought that was kind of fun. I said, what? Galax? But we do have, we're a little hillbilly town. We celebrate our culture. We have a big fiddlers convention. So we love bluegrass music around here. Local radio station plays bluegrass all the time and kind of older country. I love it. I didn't love it as a kid. I was like, my gosh, this is old people music. But now I'm old people, so I love it. And I'm like, ooh, I ain't heard this since the 80s, early 90s. But they play, you know, 50s, 60s, 40s music, 40s country. But I love me some 90s country. And then we also have a humongous flea market on Labor Day and Memorial Day. That's in Hillsville, that right down the road. Ooh, I got a little bit of red on her finger. It's okay, guys. I keep a little paper towel. You can also blot, it's called blotting, but you can keep you a little piece of toilet paper. In high school, we had like a toilet paper roll that was about half empty, and then we'd tape it, but we'd just use that for a blotter. But as long as you got some kind of paper product to dab when you need it, it'll be just fine. So I'm just trying to get these little edges. And you can always erase with a clean paintbrush. Just make sure there's no paint, a little bit of water, and then you can usually lift it right up. So I'm just trying to get in these little crevices here. It is very detailed. And then we're going to paint her hair. And then we'll get to painting her clothes. She's going to be very, very classy. So this is the crimson. That's that red. It's very pretty. And she does have some sleeves too. Hello from South Carolina, Mitzi. How you doing today? Hey, what did Carol Ruth say? 11 miles southwest. Oh, very cool. Hey, Heidi. How you doing? Thank you for sprinkling, Linda. I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm going to just paint her little sleeves while we're still on the red. And then she does have a little bit of the poofs sticking out. She's very classy. And I'm probably going to add gold jewelry to her, guys. I'm going to add a little belt, give her some earrings. Probably no real eyelashes today because I think she'd look a little crazy with eyelashes, but who knows? We might. Who knows? I just get into my project and let it speak to me a little bit, you know, tell me what it needs. sometimes we'll have things laid out for projects and think it's going to go one way, and then you get into it and then you're like, nope, just kidding. It took over kind of on a mind of its own, which is a good thing though, if your piece speaks to you. And guys, I'm almost guilty to tell you how much I paid for this. That thrift store that we went to, it was amazing. And that day they had a sale, and you know, they had the different colored tickets, and they had 75% off. And then they had, if it was a yellow sticker, it was $1. This was $1. It had a yellow sticker on it. And I was like, for real? Because originally I think they had $14 on it or something like that. She does have some little red roses up here too, or it could be poppies, whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of red in those. But I was like, $1. So I sure did. I put her in my suitcase and shipped her back to Virginia. I said, I can't turn down that deal. She's too pretty to leave there. And then I got my little baby Jesus doll called the Savior. As soon as I showed it to my friend Stacy, the Savior broke his leg, but we fixed it back. It's totally fine. So, you know, I had those in my carry-ons, this and a baby doll. They was probably like, what? I did get pulled over from TSA, and I was like, oh gosh, what is it this year? But it was a Mountain Dew that I had in my bag that hadn't been opened, so he said you can finish it or throw it away. And I said, whew, I thought it was them baby dolls. Thought y'all was gonna question my sanity. Okay. Hey Shirley, how you doing? Great deal on her. I agree, friend. I said, my goodness. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the other stuff. What color do y'all think her hat should be? So she's gonna, let's go ahead and paint this, guys. I'm anxious about this. So let's go ahead and do this. This is all we got so far on her. And then her dress is gonna be black and white and gold, probably. Hello, oh, it's same comment. By the way, how is the baby? The baby's doing good. Its leg's fixed. I'll show you. It's over here on the table, guys. Joseph, I'm on Paint Pixie's page today, so I'm trying not dilly-dally, but hoping you guys see my baby, of course. This is my baby. Oh, look at its hair. And guys, this was $1 too. This was $1. This was one of those things, and I said, oh, I can't leave those there. Get over here, baby. Nothing to see here, just a baby on the counter. It's not real. Hey, Debbie from Ohio, how you doing? Hey, Ellen, how you doing? So good to see you. Happy Monday, Rosemary, how you doing? So let's go ahead and work on these checks, guys. So let me find a good brush here. I like a little outline. I'm a little bit different. I like to outline my checks, and then I'll go back and fill them, especially if they're kind of small. But everybody does it different, so just find the way that works for you. And I'm going to use this leader brush. Okay. And using Onyx paint. Onyx, which is a black metallic. Okay, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to be checking this, guys. And I'm just going to outline it, and then I'll go back in with a larger brush and fill that in. And I think the top we will do that little piece in gold. Now this is a little time consuming, but it's going to be worth it. And I will do some giveaways towards the end, guys. I've already sent out today, so it will be tomorrow. But I will ship those tomorrow. Okay. And then now we're just going to do the, we're just continuing on here. Trying to go as fast as possible. Y'all hear that wind? My goodness, it's windy today. At least she's in a safe sleep position. Yes, she's just sleeping on the kitchen counter. Ain't nothing to see here. She's beautiful and can't wait. Oh, thank you. Listen to your wind chimes. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull up my page again so I can read them down here, because there's not a whole lot of comments on the other page right now, but I'll check back and forth. I just keep missing a lot. Okay. And just make sure that your lines do touch, guys, when you're making checks. I'm not going to be doing the drag, because y'all know that Mackenzie Childs, they'll be coming after you if you do that drag, so don't do that. But they do not own the black and white checkerboard pattern, just the drag. So as long as you're not selling it, if you keep it for yourself or gift it to a friend, it's totally fine. But don't be selling stuff with drags, because you can get in trouble. Will you have treaters tomorrow? I'm not sure, friend. This is our first year in this house. We just moved. Well, we bought this house about 5 months ago. But, you know, we've been working on it. We're still unpacking, guys. It's, you know, it sounded good to think that we'd be further ahead than what we are, but it is what it is. We got 30 years here, so it'll get done when it gets done. But I did buy some candy yesterday just in case. So I'm ready for them. I hope to see some. It's what Halloween's all about. And I hope nobody eggs my house. Okay, it'll go faster here in a minute. And we're getting a little bit larger with their checks now, so I can move to a larger brush, which will be a time saver. But just in that little area, you're prepping for 200 traders? My goodness, Fran. Hey, Cynthia King, how you doing? Good that you can eat afterwards. Yes. Nancy says, can't wait to see how it comes out. Thank you, Fran. I think she's going to be very pretty. So I'm just going back to the same brush that we had, the Star. It's a nice little flat brush. It should go a little bit quicker now. So we're getting into larger checks. And I can go back and do the touch-ups later on tonight. Hey Louise, how you doing? You either have a ton of trick-or-treaters or 3, Karen. You don't get trick-or-treaters? Carol, you live out in the sticks, girl. I know where you live. I've seen your house. I mean, it's not too bad in the sticks, but it's not on a main road. Okay, guys, I'm just trying to hurry up and paint these, but if you do mess up, just keep in mind you can wipe it off with your finger. This is what we got so far. Probably will need a couple coats. You don't get any trick-or-treaters, Donna? You may get a couple, Barbara. You don't get any. Carol Borick, how you doing? Guys, Carol Borick and I, we got to hang out, me and Carol and Beth Edgman. Let me just say, that lady is so talented. She has been crafting, you know, longer than Mod Podge has been invented. She used to have to make her own, she said. So she knows all the tips and tricks of crafting. Amazing lady. Miss y'all so much. We'll have to come out here one day. You get about 20, Linda. That's good. That's a good amount. Hey, Stella. How you doing? So good to see you. Hey, Karen. She's saying hi to Carol. We don't get any trick-or-treaters at the house. Mitzi, you don't either? I mean, you know, you still got to buy that candy just in case. But then, you know, if they don't show up, you're like, more for me. So I have a feeling that we're going to have a lot of candy. But the neighbors do have grandkids, so I was like, maybe they'll stop by. I just want to be prepared just in case. So we'll clean up our lines afterwards. Just trying to get it all painted here. You don't get any trick-or-treaters? Suzanne, you'll pack soon? Beth lets me leave. Oh, well, you're a good friend. I wouldn't want you to leave either. But I know you got to get back to Texas, girl. You said it's getting cold there. I'm gonna have to get, have to ask Santa for one of those ninjas that we made that salsa with. That was amazing. You get over 1,000 kids, Mariana, you got to take out a loan for your candy, girl. Whew, that's a whole lot of candy. My goodness, and the price of candy these days, my goodness. It just keeps going up, don't it? Hey Brenda, how you doing? So good to see you. Rains, hey guys, the cat is back. So she was here this morning. I fed her. She's running around, but she has learned not to go in the backyard, I guess. So she don't like the backyard as much as she used to, but she stays on out front, which is good. That's where I wanted her to stay. Cause the dogs, you know, they roam the backyard. But yes, she is back. She's probably out there right now. I don't know if she'll be up in the window or not because we moved the washing machine and dryer. Stacy and Bobby, they took the one that came with their house because we had one that, you know, with their other house. And we got that one off the carport. So I don't know if she'll be up there. Guys, it's probably going to need another coat, but that's what we got so far. Woo! Fancy dancy. We're going to give it to Nancy. I'll do the underside here in a little bit, okay? I'm just going to set that over there so it can start drying. And then with her clothing, guys, I'm going to go very, very simple. This is going to be white. This is going to be black right here. And this, yeah, black, okay. Trying to think of what we're doing here. But she's going to have little gold buttons on this. Carol, this is the lady, she knows. This thing, it rode all the way from Missouri all the way back to Oklahoma with us in the back seat, and that umbrella was kind of a pain keeping up, but I didn't want to leave it in her hand. I was afraid it's going to fall off. And then, you know, so that umbrella was all over Beth's car. And I said, oh, sorry, friend. Gotta do what you gotta do. That's pretty, makes me want to check the umbrella. You don't get no trick-or-treaters, Linda? Girl, hey Andrea, how you doing? So good to see you. So I'm gonna paint this black first. This little line right here where buttons are. And I'm trying to angle it down so y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm sorry about that. Once we get moved out to the craft shack, guys, I'll have a different setup and it'll be a whole lot easier on everybody. And she does have two like little stripes right here, but we're just gonna leave those white, okay? And she's kind of got the businesswoman special going on. She classy. But I might do these stripes on her dress or maybe her umbrella holder. I don't know. But I think her jacket's just going to be black with two white stripes in the front. We're just going kind of simple. But this is a metallic black. Let me move to a bigger brush. I always try to use the biggest brush for the project as possible so you don't have as many paint lines and it goes a little bit faster. Now Paint Pixie does have some that you could like paint a house with. They're huge. Bigger than the little Frenchie, bigger than the French tip. But I don't think that's necessary today. Not for this little lady. And I'll give her some highlights with gray, but she's going to need two coats for sure, guys. This is the color that we have so far. So, hey, Cynthia, how you doing? Hey, Vivian, so good to see you. Hey, Bronia. I love your name. Hey, Brenda and Sandy. How you doing? Thank you for roaming the gnomes, Karen Cassidy. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day. And she does have 2 little cuffs. We might make them gold, but we might leave them white too. I don't know what we're going to do. But I'm definitely going to use these napkins for her dress, I think. And then we'll just do the umbrella stand black. Because I don't want it too crazy busy. I just wanted to give her a little facelift. Her face was a little bit dirty, guys. But I think it's the way that it was painted. It kind of looked like she'd been dating a chimney sweeper. Girl, we need to take you to the cleaners. You need to upgrade. Get you a man on Wall Street. Buy you some Tiffany's. Get you a lawyer or a doctor. Oh, and y'all, I hear you talking about that show Suits, and everybody's like, yeah, Suits is a good show. It's a good show. It's a good show. I haven't told nobody, but I'm on season 3. It is a good show. I was like, I ain't gonna like this. I don't care about no lawyers. What their business is. Next thing I know, I'm like, ooh, it's a drama. Ooh. It's a good show. Oh, don't want to paint these stripes. She's got 2 white stripes right here. I'm gonna leave those. It is gonna need another coat, but we'll dry this. This is their metallic paint. I probably should have used the licorice as a base coat and then went over it with the metallic, but it's fine. It'll be fine after a couple coats. Ooh, girl. That's a good show. Who's ringing the doorbell? Are you okay? You leaving? Are you leaving? Yeah. All right, love you. Have a good day. Like heading back to work. I said, who's ringing the doorbell? Bing Suits. Loved it. Oh, you binged it. I said binged it. I thought she was talking about her suit. You're only 3 hours from you? Oh, very cool. Come on down, Susan. I'd love to go shopping with you. If you have wood floors, your dog's toenails is going... We have vinyl plate, guys, and we have an appointment with the vet to get them cut. We used to have a dog groomer that came to our house, but when we moved, we don't have that no more. So we do have a vet appointment to get them cut. And I think her hat needs to be black as well. And then I'll just leave that little part white. I'm just kind of looking at it. And then we're going to decoupage this napkin next. And then we'll do her hair black. And give her some little highlights. Do y'all think black still, or do you want something else? Hair-wise. I was going to work on my door today, guys, but it looks like rain. And the wind's blowing so crazy. I knew we probably couldn't get no live out there, but I am going to paint my craft shack door on Paint Pixies. I've got a plan. Okay, now let's go ahead and decoupage her little dress. Add color to her hat. Her name should be Poopy. Sharon, you said Poopy. I think she meant Poppy. Maybe she did mean Poopy. I don't know. Hey, Carla Duncan. It's been raining there, says Cindy. Let you know when I can make it. Okay, freezing rain in Ohio. Oof, that probably means it's on its way, guys. Our weather usually comes from the west. So when I lived in Omaha, Nebraska, it's like whatever weather we were having, like the next day we would have kind of the similar weather, or my parents would, in Virginia. Ugh. It has rained 2 days in Ohio. What color will the Craft Shack door? I'm going to do a mixture of blues, Diane, and then the bottom one, because we have storage. I'm going to do the bottom one. It's kind of creepy. I want a red door, dang it. And it looks like that might be my only option. So I'll do a red door to the basement. And then the other one's going to be a mixture of blues. Thank you, Linda Kent, for the stars. You are so sweet. Oh, Stars Party, woohoo! Yes, it's on Netflix. Suits, guys. I believe. Yeah, Netflix. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sharon. You are so sweet. Thank you for the stars. So I'm just separating this napkin. Okay, and I've got a whole pack of them, but like I said, you can buy these on Amazon, guys. That's where you get them from. And I'll give away some of these today, too. One of my friends gave these to me, and she gave me a whole pack to give away. Oh, yes. That's going to be so pretty. Oh, my gosh. And it lines up with her midsection. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So, don't y'all judge me. She's got lots of ripples. This is not going to be an easy task. Let me go ahead and dry this paint so we don't get it on our napkin. A lot of people not used to cold weather. Hey, Ro, how you doing? 41 degrees in West Virginia. My goodness. I love a good red door, guys. And lots of people have mixed reviews. They're like, ooh. But churches paint their doors red. I don't think nothing's wrong with it. And so does Elizabeth Arden, right? I love a good red door. Oh my gosh, Becky. Hey, Nicole, how you doing? So good to see ya. Hey, Pat, you just got here. You do love the project. Oh, thank you so much. Maybe seam it on the side. Ooh, that's a good idea. 26 degrees tonight. Hey, Stacy. Your front door is yellow. Yellow is a beautiful color for front door. I love all the colors, guys. I've always wanted a red front door. You know, Dolly Parton and Still Magnolias, she says, well, just paint my door red and call me Elizabeth Arden. Love it. Thank you, Linda. You were so kind. Thank you, friend. Okay, so that should be dry enough. So let's go ahead and put some Mod Podge on here. And I'm going to use my old brush. Guys, I have an old little Frenchie that I got some spackle on it and it didn't come off. But I use the little Frenchie all the time, so this is just an old one I've had. The very first one I ever got, but I already didn't throw it away. I saved it for decoupage. It's amazing. Okay, so our umbrella stand, maybe we'll do our umbrella stand solid red. That'd be fun. Her umbrella stand kind of... Wait a minute, I'm confused. Is this her dress? Y'all, I thought that was an umbrella stand in her hand. But on the back, it looks like it's just part of the dress. So I guess this is all her dress. Why does it look like that? This whole time I had her, I thought she was holding an umbrella stand, but I guess it's just her dress, so we're going to decoupage the whole thing. It's fine. She's just holding her dress up. This should be interesting. But I'm going to cut it off in two pieces, though, because that other one needs to be a separate piece, so it's going to look separate. I mean, like it's bunched up. Well, hey, Rhonda Lucas, I'm doing good. How you doing? Red's your favorite color? You love red doors? Me too, Ritzy. Yes, it's her dress. Okay. Well, snap peas. So, we're just going to start right here on the side. Well, this just got hard. But I have a little nail file that we can sand it off, guys. It's totally fine. We're just going to go ahead and put a good layer of Mod Podge on here. Put these brushes in here. I've already separated my napkin yesterday, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. I was forgetting to separate napkins. I don't know. Just those mystery box challenges make me a little bit nervous. Okay. Now I want to start right here. I'm changing my mind because I want to make sure that these lines line up with her front. Yes, these two. So it looks like, she almost looks like Beetlejuice's cousin. Beetlejuice's cousin Nancy. But when we add the gold and the jewelry and stuff, I think it will class her up a little bit. Let me get a little bit more Mod Podge on here. It's going to kind of pounce it in and help it to stick. And I'm not afraid of painting over top of like any areas that we need to, guys. We can definitely go back in like we did yesterday with that napkin project. We can definitely go back in after we decoupage over top of it and dry it and paint over any little areas that need to be painted. Not a big deal. And then I'm just going to sand it off. I know a lot of y'all saying, good luck, sir. That looks very hard. Be just fine. Just don't be afraid of your project. Let me use a plastic bag. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'll use a plastic bag to press it on there, and then we can decoupage over top of it. Yes, yes. Looking very, very pretty. A little bit more decoupage. Whew. Get this little corner. And guys, if it ruffles up and stuff, then it's totally fine, because look at all of her ruffles that she has on her dress. Be just fine. A little bit more for back here. And I'm not putting it on the ruffle part, because we'll probably just do red for the ruffles. Just trying to get in some of these big gaps. Sorry, I'm missing some comments right now, guys. Give me a second. Hello, Sarah. How you doing? So good to see you. Hey, Blakely. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank y'all for being here today. So I'm just pressing it in the grooves of her dress, guys. We're getting it. And the good thing about a napkin and decoupaging it on this ceramic dress, if it has wrinkles, who cares? So does clothes. Going to be just fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut it off for right here. No, I'm not. Okay, this thing's just wanting to be easy to play with today, so that's fine. Okay, let's just get a little bit more Mod Podge. We might be able to do it all in one shot here. Wouldn't that be amazing? Maybe I'll have some leftover excess, and I can just break it off in pieces and patch it if we need to. And then I'll sand it off after we go over top of it. I'm just using a Dollar General bag, guys. So I'm so fancy. I'm just pressing that into the grooves, and then I'm going to tap it with my paintbrush here in just a second. Now I'm just going to apply pressure with my thumb, and then I'm just going to pull off the excess. It'll be just fine. You can use a water pen if you want to, guys, but the Mod Podge is already wet, so I feel like it's breaking pretty easily. And then I can take my little brush here and go back in with the Mod Podge and kind of tamper it down a little bit in the areas that start laying down. And we'll play around with it and get it looking good. And if I need to, I can paint a couple lines. So I'm going to go over top of what we just decoupaged with a little bit more of the decoupage medium. But I'm not going to get this bottom part, so then it should just rip right off. Let me use this big brush again. But you don't want to like go over your napkin more than like 3 times, because it will rip on you if you can help it. So I'm just going to try to go over it once. What do y'all think about this? Hate it when she tears on you? She's going to be so beautiful? I hope so. Yeah, I hate when they tear on you too, but sometimes it happens, guys. But just keep in mind, it's not a big deal. It's just like painting. If it tears in a spot, chances are you probably got another little section of the napkin, so you can just decoupage it right on top of the rip spot. It's not a big deal. Okay. And I think that that should be wet enough to where I can go ahead and peel this off. I'm trying to not do something reckless. I was like, just spin her around and tear it. No, don't do that. I wanted to do it quick like the waiters when they're pulling the tablecloth off and they leave all the settings, but Nancy might not like that. But it is tearing very easily. Okay, there we go. So we got the excess off and we got plenty more if we need it. And now I'm just going to kind of lay it down where I need to. And then we'll just paint the little bottom part red, the ruffles. Maybe we'll do red, black, and white. And then see this little area right here that didn't get any on it? We'll just paint a stripe on it, it'll be fine. Paint a stripe on it and it's going to be just fine. I think it turned out pretty good. Now I'm just brushing upwards, and that's kind of getting in those little crevices. Okay, it's getting all of our little wrinkles, and we'll just touch up the little areas that we need to. Okay, I don't like that right there. Maybe it'll just rip off. Oh, we just pushed it up in there, it's fine. Okay, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I think that looks nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna get a little brush. That went better than I thought, to be honest. Hold her up. Ooh. She's so fancy. She definitely needs another coat. So let's go ahead and apply those lines. I'm sorry if I'm missing comments. Not tell the truth, I'm sorry. You'd love a dress like that? Me too. I'm just kidding. Tell Ruth my darndest to stay. Oh, that's okay, Fran. We understand. That's why the replay's there. She made an amazing, what's his name? Nunos. Nunos. He's a Greek god of like nature. It's very cool. So now I'm just going to paint in these little lines, guys, where I need to. We'll fix it with a little bit of black. You should really dry this first before you do this part, but that's okay. Be fine. And I'm just bringing it down a little bit to make it look like the lines are going all the way down where we need them to. But anybody can do this. You can extend a line, I promise you. It's not hard. And we'll give her one little stripe right here. If you mess up, just wipe it off. Okay, I think I'm going to do black because we have 3 things of lace at the bottom. So I think I'm going to do black at the very first one, and then I'm going to do white, and then the lowest layer of ruffles I'm going to do red. But you're only going to see that on the left side, because on the right side we're only seeing the top ruffle and the middle ruffle. And I still have to give her some blush, still got to paint her eyes, but we're moving and grooving. And we'll give her another coat of this black metallic, y'all. Be just fine. And then I'm going to paint the base 24 karat gold, but I'm going to do a layer of statuary first. And we have to add some woodgie bend on there. Oh gosh, I gotta hurry. Act like you're in an event. So we're not here all day. I know y'all got things to do. Uh-oh. She needs a handbag? She's got an umbrella she's gonna be holding. Hey Mary Scott, how you doing? I hope she's gonna be pretty, we'll see. But she will be in my next auction, guys. I don't know when that's gonna be because we just had one with Halloween stuff. But we'll have one soon. She'll be in my next auction. I don't have no room to keep the stuff that I make. I just enjoy crafting. just see some little sad thing on the Goodwill shelf, and I'm like, you poor thing, let me fix you. I'm thankful for people that donate to their thrift stores. Okay, and then I'm going to do red on the bottom layer here. And this is crimson. It's a red metallic. I also have the red velvet cake, but that's just a chalk paint. I'm going to use that for a little bit of blush because I don't want her to have shiny cheeks. Sorry to get quiet, y'all. I'm trying to not get this all over the base. Okay. Maybe we'll do a little bit of red on this side because it just looks funny without it. Just have a little tint of the red popping up. That'll be fine. Okay, so now I'm just going to clean up this same, well, let's use the little Frenchie. It's a little bit bigger. I'm going to paint this statuary, guys, the base. And then we're going to dry all this, and then I will go back over it with the 24 karat gold. And I'm going to get some woodgie bend. Here, y'all help me decide. Y'all want this one? It's got like little rounded... See, it's rounded. Or I've got this one, which is real thick and fancy. Or I have, or I have this one over here. Thought I grabbed it earlier, but I sure didn't. Oh, hang on. Too thin. Where did it go? Maybe I did lay it out. Well, I have this real thin. I have this real thin. I don't know if you like that one, but we'll call this one A with the round, with the little half beads. We'll call this one B. This is real thick and fancy. Or do you want the little thin fancy? This is C. A, B, or C. Which one do y'all want? Just to go around the base. Hey, Bonnie, you're never late. Thick and fancy. Okay, are you going to paint her hair? Yes, we are, guys. Did we decide on a color? Originally, I was thinking black with a little speckle of gray. Like she's going gray. But we can paint it whatever color y'all think. Now that we've got her black and white, maybe we shouldn't go black. Maybe we should go a different color. But right now we're deciding on A, B, B, B. So, oh gosh. We got 1, 2, 3, 3 B's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 C's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 B's, 5 B's, and 5 C's. It's between B and C. So y'all vote for B or C. B is the thick and chunky. C is small and dainty. But they're both very elegant. And it's just going to go on the very, very base right here, just around the bottom to give it a little bit of detail. C, C, C. Okay, let me go ahead and dry this. Hi, Justin just got home from Tata Squeeze. Well, that sounds fun. Hey, Marsha. It's on the 1st, and it's just t-shirts, guys. just t-shirts, but it'll be on the first. And we have like 60 shirts. So C, the small and dainty, okay. I think I see more for C. Hey Sarah, so good to see you, friend. Hey Kathy. Okay, I think everybody's saying C. I mean, some people are saying B, guys, but we're just doing a vote here. Let me check Paint Pixie's comments here. I don't want to forget my friends over there. Let's see. C says Cheryl. B. C says Kathy. Hey Cindy, so good to see ya. Thank you, Stella, for spreading the love. Okay, Susan says C. Black hair says Jolie. Okay. So we still have some people saying black hair. Sounds great. C. Hey Terry, so good to see you. Hey Ann, how are you? Okay. So Auburn says Ellen. Okay. So I think we're just going to go for the small and dainty because I think I see more C's. So it's just going around the middle piece. I think that B probably would have been too large, to be honest. Just because I don't know if it would have fit in that groove right, because this is pretty thick. But I feel like I see more C's. Silver, blue hair. Oh my gosh, black and gray hair. That's what I was originally thinking. It looks windy. It is really windy, guys. Really, really windy. So let's go ahead and put this on. I think that this is just a little thin strip. But hey, we can do 2 strips of this, make it even cooler. So I'm just going to heat this up real close, or real quick. I'm just using hot glue, guys. That wood glue with this tiny trim is kind of messy. It'll be fine. It works just the same, especially if you're going to paint it over top of it. That's going to help seal it down too. So I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue today because it goes faster. But you do have to heat the woodgie bin so that it will mold. But we'll do 2 strips around there. We'll do, because it's, let me hold her up. See the base? She's got a top and a bottom little lip. So we'll put that over the top and the bottom lip. And then we'll just leave the middle kind of plain. I think it'll be very, very pretty. So let's go ahead and put that on there. Is my, shoot. Gotta wait for my glue tool to heat up. That's okay. Let's go ahead and work on another section. We'll come back to that. I'm going to go over it with the 24 karat gold after we paint the woodgie bin, guys. But I have to paint that other color. Let's go ahead and give it one more little coat of the statuary, because I did not paint that very, very well. We were moving and grooving. So let's do one more little coat on there. And then we'll paint the trim statuary, and then we'll highlight it with the 24 karat, okay? And let's see, I've got gold. Oh gosh, I almost broke our umbrella. Please don't break. Phew. Do a little gold right here. So this is our little umbrella, guys. I'm gonna have to do a second coat on that. Let's go ahead and do a second coat on her jacket. And I think I'm gonna paint her little shoulder pads gold, because she's going to have gold jewelry. Is Stacy still on here? Stacy, don't give up on me. She says, I thought you said you was going to be quick. I'm trying, girl. I got to go help her. She probably thinks I didn't abandon her. Ooh, I didn't even get up underneath her arm. We'll get that. I love this onyx, guys, and the Starry Night. The Starry Night has a little tint of blue, so I didn't use that one. I do have it in my palette, but I didn't use it. So let's get up underneath here, because I missed that completely. Yeah, y'all can hear those wind chimes. My goodness, it's windy. That's why I said I was going to paint my Craft Shack door, but then it was looking like it was going to rain, and it's so windy. So I said this project, I've been so anxious to start it. So we're doing an event today. I knew she was probably going to take a little bit more than an hour. So I said that she'll be perfect. She's got a whole lot of detail to her, so I apologize about her taking so long. But I want her to be pretty. Okay. And one more little layer on her hat. And I think that we are going to just stick to the original plan and go black hair with a little bit of gray. But I'm going to switch paints. And we're just going to go with the onyx, or not onyx, licorice. Which is just the black. And then we'll give her some little highlights. But auburn would have been pretty. Everybody okay? Hey Flo, how you doing? So good to see you. Hey Caroline, happy Monday, guys. Hope you are doing great. Thank y'all for being here. I've been on for a little bit. We're trying to get this lady repainted. She came from a little thrift store in, no, that was in Oklahoma. I apologize. That was in Oklahoma where I picked her up. But did she go? No, she didn't go on all the way to Missouri with us, I don't believe. I think that's Amazon, guys. I apologize. It's about time for them to make their rounds. So yeah, she came from Oklahoma, but I don't remember if we stopped at that store in Oklahoma and then went to Missouri. I don't know. She was in the car for a long time, I feel like. I think we did. We stopped at the thrift store before we went to Kansas City, so she's been to a few states. Okay. Lady in red, black and white, little poppies all over you. You're a delight. My hands have been cold all morning. Looks like a code brown. Wow. What does? Her hair? You saying it looks like poop? That's what code brown means. It means you got boo-boo. Now we haven't given her any blush or eyes yet, but that's a coming. Just trying to paint her little hair. I like the black hair. I think it looks nice. And I'm going to give her some little highlights as well, so it's not going to be solid black. It's going to have a little bit of gray in there. She do look a little bit like Mary Poppins, but I like her. Maybe she cleans the house at night. She's taken a few days off since she's been here, but maybe she said, you keep promising me a makeover, so maybe she'll clean tonight. Please clean this house. It's not bad, but you know, the whole purpose of having that craft shack is to keep all my crafting stuff out of the main house, because it's everywhere, guys. Can't help it. Stuff's got to have a place to go. Oh, honey. She's coming to life. So I did get a little bit on her forehead, but we'll fix it. Ooh, girl. Maybe we'll give her some polka dots. Oh, we have a code brown. Sorry. Thank you, guys. Y'all so good. Goodness, how far up was it? let me scroll on up here. Why you gotta ruin my day, sir? It ain't ruined, but you're an inconvenience. Hang on. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. There you are. Get out of here. Okay, he's banned. Thank you guys. I'm sorry. I thought y'all were saying that her hair looked like Code Brown. I was like, what? I like her hair. Okay, and then I just got some more of this metallic. I'm just touching up some spots. We might make her a hat polka dotted. And then I see a couple of spots down here. Guys, I will do touch-ups later. I don't want to keep y'all here all day, but I'll post a picture of her tomorrow. Let's do a second coat on this umbrella. Only take a second. Maybe 2 minutes. See what you're saying. Creeper, we have another one. That may be a headband on her head. Well, there we go. I mean, it can be whatever. It kind of looks flat, but you know, it could be whatever you want it to be. What is a Code Brown? That's one of those people that says, "Hey, pretty lady." They're actually probably, you know, they're not what they say they are. They're not who they are in the picture. They're probably from another country, and you know, could be a 55-year-old lady. You never know. But just don't be giving you guys. Don't ever give anybody your credit card information ever. Go through a third-party pay site like PayPal to make sure that it's secure. Don't just be handing out your credit cards info and then saying, "Ooh, I don't know why I got hacked," because you gave that credit card out. Please keep that private. Don't trust nobody. I've seen it happen to too many people. Code Brown again? Oh. Shameless people. You know, I mean, you know, we all got to make a living, but some people do it honestly and some people, you know, not so much. But it is what it is. Just got to be careful, guys. Don't trust anybody. Everybody's got a sob story to tell you, too. I hear at least one a day. And, you know, I believe it most of the time, but I always check out their profile page, see how long they've been active on Facebook, because generally those hackers, their page is probably less than 3 months old. And then I look at their posts before I give anybody money. I'm like, are you for real? Or are you not? Okay, here's our little umbrella, and I'll paint the inside of it tonight, guys. We ain't got time to do it right now because I am on Paint Pixie's page. I don't want to be taking up too much time. So our hot glue tool is heated. So now we can go ahead and put on these 2 little strips on the base. Let me reheat this, guys. You do have to heat it before you bend it, because it will break if you don't heat it up. So sad. I agree. Hey, Marge, how you doing? So good to see you. And guys, like, I'm not saying for everybody, but some of those apps I don't trust. I don't trust Cash App. That's mainly the only one I don't trust. But I do trust PayPal because they secure everything. And everything's insured. That's who I use. They make sure it's you, and they will send you emails and stuff of purchases or any kind of activity. So that's why I like them. And then they offer insurance too. So just in case if something does go crazy. Okay, so now we're just going to put this trim on around these two raised spots, guys. I'm just using hot glue, but you are supposed to use wood glue with it. But like I said, I'm going to be painting over top of it, so it's going to help to seal it down as well. It ain't going nowhere. But I do have Woodgie Ben's affiliate, Paint Pixie's affiliate. Anything that I use generally is in my link tree all in one place for you. So all the brushes, all the paints that I've used today, those are all under Paint Pixie. And this Woodgie Bin stuff is under Woodgie Bin. It's just a good way of adding a little bit of detail to your projects. Fancying them up. Aren't they obnoxious? You get interested people every day? Yeah. Yeah. I don't get a lot of them, but sometimes I'll get a little soldier saying, "Hey, I like your stuff, buddy," and I'm like, "Hey, are you really who you say you are?" And then I see that they've had the page for a week, and I'm like, block. Oh, thank you, Josie. I appreciate you, friends. Just about done. Been on for an hour. I almost said 2 hours. An hour and 13 minutes. Probably another 15 minutes, we'll be done. Thank you for having me, friend. Guys, me and Josie were in the Mystery Box Challenge yesterday. I look forward to that every month. It's so fun. My piece was a little bit crazy, but, you know, in the end, I actually really liked it. In the beginning, I was like, what to do? And then, you know, I forgot how to separate a napkin and different things. And I was like, what's wrong with me today? One of those days Mama said there would be. But, you know, if that's the least of my worries, and if that's the hardest part of my day, I think that I can't complain too much, right? Otherwise, it was a good evening. I cooked yesterday. It was just me, Travis, and Blake, so we got to have like a little, oh my gosh, her hair's still wet. We'll have to touch that up. Guys, just paint. And I cooked dinner last night. There's this really good place called Grant's, and they have the best deals on meat. I found 3 little skirt steaks. I think they were skirt steaks, but it was only $8 for 3. So we had steak and baked potatoes and cocktail shrimp. My brother don't like shrimp, so me and Blake had cocktail shrimp. And I made corn, and, you know, we just hung out. And yesterday was Blake's first day of day shift. He loved it. And, you know, we came home in the evening, and things like, for the first time in a long time, just seemed like they were going back to normal, which was amazing because, guys, I've been tired. I've been tired for like months. But I try to stay up as late as I can to hang out with Blake on his lunch break. And then, so here's what we got. We got 2 little strips. I think that's going to look really, really nice. And then, you know, by the time I stay up till 2 a.m. and get a little bit more of the statuary, then, you know, by the time he leaves, it's 3, so then I go to bed around 4, and then I still try to be a productive human and get up at a decent time. But I'm so excited things are going to go back to the way that they used to be. And, you know, we'll be able to have dinners together. I mean, we have been, but it's when he gets home, I ain't hungry. I'm like, I'm ready to go to bed. I'm barely keeping my eyelids open, but it's going to be great. And he loves all the people that he works with so far. So good news all the way around. It's just nice to be able, we burn the trash together, how romantic. He don't usually burn the trash with me, but I was like, it's time to do that. You want to go? He's usually asleep, but you know, we got to hang out and look at the view, and leaves are changing here. It's beautiful, so it was a really nice evening. Okay, so I'm gonna move to the 24 karat gold, guys. I'm gonna paint our little shoulder pads. We gotta add jewelry, paint our eyes. Let's go ahead and get this done. Enough dilly-dallying. So this is their 24 karat gold. Beautiful, beautiful shiny gold. Give her some little shoulder pads, or little stripes. Now we're gonna give her little gold elements. And I'll look at her and I might want to add even more gold. Maybe we want her, I realize her hat needs to be fixed, but I'm gonna do this little ring down here gold, I think. Yeah, let's do it gold. I was like, do I want to? Yes. And then I'm gonna dry this base, and then we're just gonna pick up the highlights of that woodgie bend with the 24 karat gold. Okay. Let's go ahead and paint our eyes. I think I'm gonna go blue with our eyes, guys. Let's go blue Java banana is like a bluish green. It's beautiful. And then I'll use a little bit of their blackberry cobbler and then make it, she'll have blue eyes. Excuse me. Whew, she got little tiny eyes. Oh, girl. And she needs some eyebrows. So let's use the licorice. Paint her on some little eyebrows. Oh, girl. Ooh, this is kind of hard. I'm used to big crafts. These little teeny tiny eyebrows. She might need to go to the esthetician. She might need a little shape up, but her man likes her hairy. It's okay. Oh, thank you, friend. So sweet. And I am going to use this red metallic on her lips. She's saucy. She's single, ready to mingle. She bought it at Lancome. She said, it's called Deep Desire. Oh, girl. Okay. Maybe she bought it at the Clinique counter. I don't know where she bought it, but she bought it. Give her some little eyelashes. Girl, we gotta get you ready for your date, for the club. Oh, that's a Cleopatra eye. Whew, guys, I need like one little paint hair to paint this. One little paintbrush hair. Ooh, she's looking nice. She's looking nice. It's just very, very hard to get those little edges. So, you know, I'll probably have to go back over it in pink and the dreamsicle. Just touch up her little face where I messed up. And I think that's fine. Let me get a darker blue. This is the blackberry cobbler. I'm just going to go around the outside of her eye with that. It's a darker blue. Excuse me. And I have not put the black in her eye yet, or the white, but we'll get there. Let me go ahead and do the black little pupil. this is intense. This is intense. Doing these little crafts. Probably should have worn my glasses. Be fine. So I just put the black in her eye. She looks like she's waiting for her boyfriend to come home from work. Hey Anna, how you doing? Okay, so I just have to add her a little life spot, but let's go ahead and touch up this little white area where I messed that up and got real excited. And then we're just about done, believe it or not. And guys, I didn't even use the white sands yet, so I'm gonna use the white sands, which is a metallic white, over top of her garment, so it kind of looks like it matches the rest of her outfit. She's all in silk. She's got sensitive skin. What can I say? She's got she's high maintenance. Okay, I got to touch up her little hand right here. It got some black on it. But like I said, don't freak out. It's just paint. Go back over it if you mess up. Another coat's probably going to help it. It's not going to hurt it. Girl, you good? Put a little bit more on her neck here. And then we'll add her in a little bit of blush. Just a tiny bit, not too much. She's got the smallest little face though. My goodness, honey. It's hard to paint these little tiny faces. How do people do it? How do they do it? Especially like all day long. Could you imagine if you were like a ceramic face painter? Just gonna give her a thin little line and then we'll contour it, knocking it off the brush. And then we're just gonna blend that in. Just give her a little bit of blush. Just shadowing her area there. Giving her a little bit more red. Just doing some little touch-ups here. And then I think I missed some red on the sleeve here. And then we're going to put her umbrella in her hand. Still got a little bit of touching up to do here. And I think I'm just going to do a little bit of gold because we were going to add some jewelry to her, guys. So I don't think she needs too much more gold. She'll just have little pops of the gold. It'll be fine. Let's put some of this white sands over top of this white so it looks metallic. This white sands, guys, it's beautiful. You can add it to any of your acrylic paints or chalk paints, and then it will give it an opalescent sheen. It's beautiful. Or you can just go over it with a watered down top coat, and then it's going to give it a little nice sheen as well. Let's make her little headband metallic. But it will dry shiny. It's an opalescent. And I might even add a little bit up in here. Let's do it. Some of y'all said, he's crazy. He's crazy. Just on our little ruffles. The ones that are kind of peaked up, we'll make them a little bit shiny. It makes a difference though, for sure. It's worth the extra couple minutes. And we're finishing up, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pick a couple winners. We're not quite done, but y'all have been real troopers today. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a couple Happy Mail winners. And then you can just message me at the Crafty Brother. And then I'll send those out tomorrow. I'm doing Christmas mostly now, Christmas napkins. So if you need Christmas napkins, just get your comment in. I want to pick a couple from Paint Pixie's page, then a couple from my page. I'll give you a second to say something. Thank y'all so much for spending time with me today. This has been fun. I love when we're not rushed. Okay, let's give her a couple little highlights on her, on the black. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of the white sands in with this. I haven't done it yet. Just making sure it's all covered. But this is a metallic, it's called onyx. But I'm gonna add a little bit of that white sands in with it. Then we'll give her a couple little areas where it looks like, you know, the sun shining. And that's going to give her a little bit of character, but I'm just going over the black one more time before we do that. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of the white sands to it. And then if she has any like folds in her sleeves, then we can kind of highlight those. I'm just going to do a couple little spots here. Maybe some right here, some right here. Then we'll blend it in. Maybe a little bit right here. A little bit on the shoulders. Just to make it look like she's got a light source kind of shining down. A little bit more on her shoulders here. Then we'll blend that in. I think I'm going to put a little bit right here in the front too. So I just kind of gave her some highlighted areas, y'all. Okay, let me blend that in. Looks good. Looks good. Okay. Now I'll find a couple winners. Okay, thank you guys for being here. Martha Baker says gorgeous. Okay, I'm pinning it up. Karen Fisher. She says your work is awesome. You're so sweet. And Susie, Susie Zane. Okay. Susie Zane. So those are 3 winners. I'll pick a couple more, guys, when we're finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and dry all this. We gotta give her some highlights on her hair, but I gotta dry it first. Okay, we're going to go to Paint Pixie's page and pick a couple from there. Okay, and who was that? Ann Henry maybe? And Cynthia Cannon. Cynthia Cannon and Ann Henry, y'all message me too, okay? Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you. Oh, Michelle, you're so sweet. Hey, Gail, how you doing? So good to see you. Okay, so we're just drying this, and I'm just going to kind of dry brush over top, guys, with that white sands, and that's going to make her look like she's got some gray hairs. I'm using the same brush that had a little bit of the onyx on it, but I just dabbed it off. So I'm just going to go over it very, very lightly. And we can blend this in, but let me look at her from the front. So then we can give her a couple little highlights. Like I said, she's not a spring chicken anymore, but she's not an old maid either. She still can get down with the youngins, and she can still, but she knows some good chocolate chip cookie recipes. She's the best of both worlds. She can still drop it, and then she can lock it and pop it and put it in the oven. All them things. She hasn't went through the change yet, so she's still looking for a man. Okay, and I think that we're just going to let's give her some polka dots, guys, on her hat. Let's do it, because there is some questions. Is that part of her hat, or is she wearing a headband? Well, it's her hat now. It's cold out. She's wearing a jacket. So my guess is it's probably a hat. I'm just using the end of a paintbrush. And then we'll give her a little bit of jewelry, and I think we're done. Oh, we have to highlight the base. And then we're done. After the jewelry and the highlighting, okay? Then we'll put her umbrella in her hand, and she'll be ready to go to the club. Okay, I think that's enough polka dots. You go, girl. Everybody okay? Classy lady. Hey, Dina, how you doing? Stacy does like polka dots. I called her Dottie for the longest time. And then we graduated to Scroll Saw. So, you know, we just like brother and sister. Fortunate to have a friend like Stacy and her husband. They're amazing, amazing people. Okay, so now I'm just going to pick up some of this 24 karat gold, guys, and then I'm just going to dry brush this base. So I'm just ever so slightly going over it. I'm going to go ahead and do the top here. And I'm just kind of working that in with a dry brush, but I'm not like, I want to keep some of the statuary. I'm just slightly going over it, just kind of dusting it, really. And then I'm just going to stipple it kind of in a pouncing motion so it doesn't have all those stripes in it. Kind of looks like that texturized wallpaper or paint from the 80s. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Who got out their feather duster? I know my aunt did, and it looked amazing. Okay, and then here's her little base. So see the little highlighted areas, but we still have some of the statuary. Bling bling. Yes. I'm going to give her a little bit more of the 24 karat gold on her shoulder pads and on the top of her umbrella, and then we're done with the gold. we'll give her a couple pieces of jewelry, and then we're calling it a day. But I will find a couple, ooh, no! I will find a couple more winners. It's fine. Thought I messed up, but I can't even see it to fix it, so I don't guess I messed up. Okay, now let's give her some jewelry. So, guys, I have this antique bronze. I want to give her a little bit of Totally Dazzled. Let's see what we're going to use here. But I would definitely think that she needs a gold belt, because it looks like her waist is kind of cinched. So I'm going to give her a gold belt, but I think I'm just going to use this, which is more the color of statuary, but we're not going to use this whole thing. And then I think I'm going to give her a cameo right in the middle. I think that would look nice. And it's got just a little bit of, let me open it so you can see it. This is the antique bronze from Totally Dazzled. I'm going to give her a little cameo, kind of in the middle. It looks like her sister, it might be. And I'm just going to cut out this. This came from Temu, guys. This bling did. I'm just going to make her a little belt. I don't need all this. So I'm just going to cut it along the line here. I feel like she needs a little bit of glitz, a little bit of sparkle. Everybody okay? You love her? Thank you, Fran. This was really fun. I know that it wasn't the most exciting project to watch because it was just all painting, but sometimes that's all a project needs is a fresh coat of paint to update it. So next time you're thinking about donating something, if you loved it at one point, maybe you can paint it and love it again. A lot of times we have most of our stuff to craft with just laying around our house. It's just stuff that needs to be updated. Okay. So I think this will be very beautiful. So I just cut off the sides, and this is like an antique bronze. We're not going to use all of this because it's too long. But I'm just going to kind of measure out where we want it. And I'm just going to have it stop kind of in the middle, and then I'm going to put the little cameo right over the middle where it meets, and it'll just look like she's got a little belt. Let's see if this is going to fit. I always, well, not always, but I try to measure it twice. Okay. And this does have the adhesive strip on the back, but I'm just going to use some hot glue, I believe, as well to give it a little bit of extra security. And half the time, if I cut these before, then I can't get the thing off, so I wind up just hot gluing it anyways, because sometimes the stones will come off. But this one came off easy, good. Sometimes they will give you some difficulty. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on there just to help it hold. And we still got to paint her little buttons, guys. I forgot her little buttons on her jacket, but that's 5 little polka dots. It won't take but a second. But it is going to make a difference. Let's just give her another little dollop of glue right here to make sure it lays down. And then we're just going to put this cameo right in the middle. This is the smallest cameo I have right now, but give her a little bit of B7000 here. And then I'm going to give her a little tiny gold necklace, which is just this little string stuff. Almost looks like touchstone crystal, but it's not. Gonna give her a little something to hang down because she's classy like that. She don't need a lot. It's a little ice around her neck. Thanks, Cheryl. You're so sweet. Hey, Annette, how you doing? You just started following? Have to say, oh, thank you so much, Norma. You never know what I'm going to be making. Guys, if you just started following me, I got started with crafting by making gnomes for Christmas presents, and then I found out other things that you can craft, and I like to do it all. And you know, thrift flips are definitely my favorite. Definitely. I use a little bit of E6000. Guys, I almost want to get a kitchen island for the craft room, because these things, I tell you, all the drawers and stuff in this thing, it's nice. But I kept my crafting table from my old place. But I tell you, I like the stand though too. This stuff is all gooky. I put a skewer in there. I'm just going to put a little bit of this E6000 on the back of her neck here, and a little bit of hot glue on the chain. Let's see. Hopefully it's not too long. I'd rather it be a little bit shorter than hanging down to her shirt tail. I'm going to shorten it just a little bit. Guys, I need to make another gnome on my page. It's been a while. We made a little turkey in the private group. A lot of my people in the private group, they love the gnomes. So we try to make one, you know, at least one a month maybe. But then a lot of times I forget to make them on my regular page. I'll show you the little turkey we made. But he was very simple. He was like for all craft levels. You know, some of them, they take like 2-3 hours. But the private group, guys, we don't go fast in there, because we have people, we give you a supply list, then we have people making along with us. So it takes as long as it takes. You know, it's fine. But this guy only took, it didn't take that long, about an hour and a half, something like that. But that was with a slowed down group. And we made him a little tail feather out of decoupage papers. I can't tell you everything that's in them. And then we made his little eyeballs and everything. But he was very, very fun. Made him little feet. Anybody can make that. Okay, so I think that she's done, guys. So now she's going to get her little umbrella. I got a couple little spots to touch up, and then I'll do the underside of the umbrella. This is her little umbrella, and this goes right in her little hand. I'm probably going to paint this handle gold, but we ain't doing that right now. Be just fine. I'm trying to see, do we want the white facing her head? Probably. Okay. And so there she is. Let me hold her up so y'all can get a close-up. I will probably add more to her. I'm just trying to think of what else she needs. Her little face, I need to blend her, you know, blend a little bit better. But this is her. Hello, cruel world. And then this is the back. Whee! And this is just a napkin, guys, that we decoupage, but you can't decoupage onto ceramics. It's amazing. It's fun. And then she's got that little thing in the middle, but she definitely has some spots that we need to touch up. But guys, if I called your name today, you will be receiving one of these napkins plus some Christmas napkins. I've already mailed out my Happy Mail for today. So I'm going to find one more winner from each page. Thank you guys for being here and spending time with me. Sharon Zabransky. Thank you, Ann Henry. Thank you, Face Ego. Y'all so sweet. Thank y'all for spending time with me. I've been on here for 1 hour and 45 minutes. And then one from this page. Well, that says somebody else that says they're watching. Let me find a comment. Jennifer Burdette. Okay. You always love bling? From the days of blinging dance costumes. Very cool. All right, guys. Thank y'all for having me. Thank you, Josie. Please check out Paint Pixie's page, guys, if you haven't already. Oh, I was going to add some earrings, but I'll add those. Those are too big. We'll probably just do like a little, look at these little scrap pieces that are cut off. We'll probably just do her some little danglies. That'll be cute. All right, but I can take pictures tomorrow. Y'all have a good day. Don't forget the t-shirt sale. We're going to say 7 p.m. on the 1st. 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific. We've got about 60 shirts. And we talked about it today, guys. The basic shirts are going to be $18 plus shipping. And then the blinged up shirts are going to be $20 plus shipping, okay? So very, very affordable, but very good quality. All of our shirts came from Hobby Lobby. And the designs are really, really nice. You'll love them. All right, bye, everybody. Have a good day. You never